Приветствуем всех. Песню спасет тот самый человечек, которого мы спасали. Вот только не помню, мы вроде бы не возвращались, чтобы с ним поговорить.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Какой оптимистичный джентльмен.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
Да. По-моему, с его фразой ничего не связано. Или ты имел в виду вообще вся его речь?
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not really.
Why am I not convinced?
Maybe it's because you lack faith. Being a skeptic must be useful for a man of science.
A man such as yourself, knee-deep in the muck of Whitechapel, must know more. Speak now.
Yeah, thanks to Nurse Crane's dedication, these foreigners keep coming to Whitechapel, and my lodgings welcome all.
So business is booming.
More than ever. Hope Nurse Crane's dispensary does nothing but flourish. More money in my pocket in the end.
Что же. Как бы мне не хотелось этого не делать, но придется его подлечить. Во благо всего района.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Ну да. Уже немножко жалею, что пришлось его спасти. Точно ли, что сестра на месте? Да. Вроде Крейн. Я куда это набрал?
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
Good evening, nurse. How should I address you? Dorothy? Dorothea? Miss Crane?
Dorothy is all right. If you don't mind me calling you Jonathan.
That's fine with me.
What can I do for you then, Jonathan?
How is the sanitary situation in Whitechapel?
I don't know whether you have undertaken your own patrols or examinations, but local health seems stable.
Ну да, немножко могли.
How are things going in the dispensary?
Things are going fine since we made our arrangement.
Do you have many patients?
A few, but most of them just pass through and go back home, especially since those vigilantes stormed the building on the night you were here.
Have there been any more attacks by the uniformed men?
No. It looks like they have found another business to extort.
How are things going in the dispensary?
Things are going fine since we made our arrangement.
I hope you've stopped jeopardizing this facility with your illegal business, Dorothy.
Yes, I have. Most of the time. But the blackmail money is too useful to stop it completely. I just target less dangerous people.
Who is the current victim?
I would rather you did not know. You are my client, not my accomplice. Besides, I'm much more cautious since the first time you found me.
Why did you blackmail Lady Ashbury? She's a generous person. You could have asked her for money directly.
She killed those patients, I'm sure of that. I know you like her, but that gingerhead has a taste for blood.
Да, ты даже не представляешь, насколько она права.
Do you need medical help, Dorothy?
I'm a professional nurse. Rest assured, I'll ask for your help if I need it.
Are you not afraid of dying? The epidemic is deadly and very contagious.
I'm more afraid of being locked in a cell. I've seen what most hospitals do to the sick staff. They keep them hidden to avoid panic.
Do you trust me?
You forced me to resign after you caught me trying to save a dying patient. Of course I trust you. You're a blackmailer, just like me.
Tell me about yourself, Dorothy.
There is not much to say. My real name is Dorothea Crasciunescu. I was born in Romania, and I may have been the best nurse Pembroke ever had, before you fired me.
Do you regret your time at Pembroke?
I missed the energy. There was so much to do, so much to learn. Even though I was double-crossing the board, I felt I was part of something worthwhile there.
Do you think about going back to Romania once the war is over and the epidemic here has been contained?
Jonathan, this war will be over long before you will see any improvement in Whitechapel's sanitary situation.
Show me what you have in stock, please.
И да, судя по диалогу, ну, судя по их разговору, тут прошла не одна ночь, а неделя минимум. Странный рецепт. Сложный рецепт, написанный на клочке бумаги. Нужно исследовать. Образец чистой крови. Аналог чистой крови, с которым можно сыворотку регенерации для вампиров. Ну, откуда она у нее можно примерно предположить, но почему она нам ее продает? Ладно, не будем трудиться. Пренебрегать возможностью. Ну, вот эти ингредиенты, скорее всего, приобретать не придется. А вот эти вполне себе быть может. Пробирок у нас вроде бы тоже хватает. А, кстати. Ну-ка. Да. Ну, приобрели. А, вот бумага какая-то. А, в смысле, следует на столе. Ох, надо посмотреть, где у нас ближайший. А, как его? Ну, станкового-то вряд ли можно назвать. Курс сидим рабочим местом. Так, по прямой. Скоро мне удастся ориентироваться в этом Лондоне.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the Swanderer Hall.
Так, кажется, опять никуда, ну, точнее, не туда пошел. Да что ж такое? Не могу не заговариваться. Хорошо. А, это можно исследовать. Лучше на восстановление для здоровья. А, вот почему у нас так много реагентов. А, они идут на сыворотки. Ладно, когда-нибудь может быть. А я не понял, что рецептов сразу 3. Но это, кстати, плюс. Значит, мы сейчас можем долечить всех пациентов и больше на них не отвлекаться. Только посмотрим, кому что требуется. А, вот еще надо будет с тобой пересечься, раз уж мы здесь. До этого, по-моему, добраться не получилось. Ну, в смысле, это, если не ошибаюсь, тот, кого я случайно нашел, там надо постучаться. Вот показан 3-й уровень гипноза. Но у нас, если не ошибаюсь, сейчас только 2-й. С вдовой поговорим. А, трофей. Но это 2, если я правильно помню, там уже в канализации. Значит, пока что придется отложить. А, ну да. Просто пока размышлял, забыл. Так. Мигрень. Это тот... А, да, все правильно. Это он же. Угу. До него не доберемся, но все равно надо будет знать, что нужно средство от мигрени. Палмер. Спунга. Все равно не могу вспомнить, где он находится. Так, мигрень, мигрень. Головная боль. Головная боль. 2 головной боли, 2 мигрени. Опиум. Кстати, их нельзя никак. Нет, только информацию получить. Их местоположение запросить не получится. Эх, опять придется бегать по району. А, вот Павлов.
Its effectiveness
Good
has
evening,
been
Benjamin.
proven by many.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I visited her dispensary recently. If I'd heard about it sooner, it would have made life easier.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
This elixir will give you
Так, прекрасно. Двое других, они у нас в порту, так что к ним еще успеем добраться. А вот где? Почему он опять на кладбище? Мы уже оттуда спасли. Если сейчас меня тут, конечно, не то чтобы положение волнует, а то, что опять придется прорываться через, если не охотников, ну, в смысле стражи Привана, то через всяких скалей и прочее нечисти.
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
Уже. Но, в принципе, наверное, можно быть по краешку. Просто, ну, кажется... Да-да, мы уже уходим. В прошлый раз это получилось сделать. Прекрасно. Они по-прежнему ломятся в дверь. А мне бы сейчас не наткнуться на каких-нибудь неприятных отродий.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshu.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
So many new graves.
Ну что ж. Как сказать, поговорили по душам. Доктор выразил свою боль. И перевел боль вдовы. Ну что ж. Полагаю, в следующий раз мы начнем уже обратно с больницы. В конце концов, поговорим с леди Эшбери и доктором Свонси. Ну а на этом пока что все.